Hello everybody, are you ready for another Ask Dr. Bob? Can you believe it's the end of 2012? 2012 is gone, but guess what? We have 2013 and there is so much going on. We're planning out the whole year with Ask Dr. Bob. We're going to have so many opportunities for you to participate with us. Just continue to look at our websites, our Facebooks, pay attention to what we're doing. This is going to be a very fun year. We're going to be releasing a new book this year. We're going to be updating books. But before I get to that, I'm so excited. Let me talk to you about some of the questions. High pressure building the eyes, Dr. Bob. There's no evidence of damage to the sight. And so I'm not on any medications, and I like to keep it that way. Any help would be appreciated. Thanks. You know, eye damage, eye challenges. You know, your eye is the window to your soul. There is increased pressure that happens in individuals' eyes. It's very common today. Condition would be called glaucoma. In our practice, we use a product called carbamide, which is a natural way to get rid of fluids. But I also like to think. See, anytime that you have inflammation in the body will hold on to water. Water to help dilute toxins and to reduce the inflammation. Very common with lack of oil. I don't really have the exact reason why everybody has glaucoma, but I do know when I watch movies and watch people on TV, celebrities, regular people on the street, everybody just looks so puffy and inflamed. And if your skin is inflamed and puffy, your eyes are going to have more fluid. And what I have found some of the leading causes of inflammation, it's gluten, grains, sugar, trans fat, and lack of oil. In Dr. Bob's Trans Fat Survival Guide, we talk about inflammation and having the right oil. You know, I might suggest you might think about having an essential fatty acid blood spot test done. And the reason is, if you have low oil, you're going to have inflammation. And I had a gentleman that came into the office yesterday, and he said to me, Dr. Bob, I'm really thirsty a lot, and I have dry, cracked skin, and I have dandruff going on right now. All of that could be due to lack of oil, inflammation in the intestines, and then what's happening to him, he's having a challenge going on in his overall physiology. Getting back to the point though, with the glaucoma in the eyes, just be aware of how much gluten and foods that I mentioned cause inflammation. Let's talk a little bit more about eyes. Macular degeneration, that back of the eyeball just is not functioning optimally. And I know that there's been lots of research on this. Green food, cruciferous vegetables. I would encourage you to eat green food every day. Research has shown that green food will help slow and stop that progress. You know, when I was going to school, we were trained to look into individuals' eyes. And you could look into a person's eyes and you can see traces of the bad effects of high blood pressure and diabetes. And I would encourage you, if you're starting to notice eye challenges, even the little floaters in front of your eyes that I talk about so often, the little floaters are a body signal to me that your liver is compromised. And I am not an ophthalmologist and I don't pretend to be one, but you might want to go and do a search on the attributes of what high blood pressure could do to the eyes, what diabetes will do to the function of the eyes. It definitely can cause some challenges. So, really a common question. We seem to get this a lot. I can't sleep at night. What do I do? Well, if you have challenges falling to sleep at night, I would suggest you shut your computer and your TV off about an hour before you go to bed and let your brain just kind of purge everything. If you have challenges falling to sleep at night, try some calcium citrate or lactate. Calcium just kind of naturally calms the body down. I'm going to give you a few tips right now. If you go to bed, let's say at 10, and you wake up at 11, maybe 11:30, it might be a body signal to me that you need B vitamins. Your adrenal gland is very active. B vitamins, a B vitamin deficiency also, people tend to cry easy and have sore muscles after exercising. If you live in the Midwest or North right now, you may have some sore muscles from shoveling snow. If you wake up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, it's a body signal to me that you may in fact have parasites. Yes, it's pretty common, by the way. Individuals who eat sushi, pork, wild game, and even have cats. People who have cats tend to have an organism in them called Toxoplasmosis gondii. Parasites are active at nighttime. That's why individuals wake up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I know that might be news to some of you, but I see that happen consistently, by the way. And there is a blood test that you could do called the CBC with a differential. And if your eosinophil count, EOS, you could do a search on that, is elevated, it's a body signal, toxoplasmosis gondii. If you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you're hungry, or commonly 3 o'clock in the morning seems to be individuals who have blood sugar stress, we use a product called Bioglycozyme Forte, and that helps take away those craving challenges you have in the middle of the night. What about men? You know, men and their prostate glands, waking them up 3 or 4 times, 6 times, 7 times because you're urinating so much. Well, I can tell you this, you want to make sure you have enough iodine. I would eliminate soy, gentlemen, because soy will increase the size of your prostate gland. And you want some iodine, 12 milligrams a day, no soy, but we use a product called palmetto, saw palmetto. And we have great success with that. Gentlemen, you might also have pain on the inside of your heels. Very interesting little nugget right there. Because see, when your prostate swells, it puts pressure on the nerve roots that go to the inside of your heels. You can go to our website, Drugless Doctor, send us a note, we'll get you some more information on that whole prostate issue. I encourage you to watch the videos that I've done, the get to know videos on men's health. I think you'll find it very fascinating. Now, Dr. Bob, you post food on Facebook, and how can you cook your own food and be busy at your office? And you know, we post food all the time and we enjoy it. I'd encourage you, we had someone posted their gluten-free pizza last week. Why don't you start posting on our Facebook foods that you're preparing? We just love to see what you're doing out there with your own creative imagination. But you know what? I plan. No plan is a plan to fail. So I always have 40 or 50 chicken meatballs available. And we're thinking ahead. When we're going to the grocery store on Saturday or Sunday, we'll always pick up some organic chicken. We'll grill it during the week. We always have enough salad. I usually make my food the night before. I've been really focusing on keeping it very light. You know, it was very successful in 2012. I plan on keeping it that way. It's planning. Look at some of the items that we have and you can plan too. So what's coming up in 2013? Well, we're going to be reissuing the female hormone book, the ADHD book. And I know that we're going to have a whole new look on Dr. Bob's Guide to Optimal Health. We plan on having more interaction. Ask Dr. Bob. We know that we're going to have some Twitter contests. Our goal is to become very interactive with each and every one of you. We appreciate you following us, and it's going to be just a tremendous 2013. Send us some information. Follow us on Twitter. Pass this information on to your friends and family. You have a great new year.